Oh my God. I finally got that saying for couples when you're saying you ship them. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what that meant until now.
You just now got it.
I just now got it.
Okay. Welcome to the BoyFriends podcast, where we help you find your circle
and your man.
I'm Jarrod D. King. I am joined once again with Noel and Renee.
Wait, can you move my stuff out the way? Sorry. Don't want to ruin your shot.
And the glasses.
Jesus, Maria Joseph.
Don't break them. I love those.
So today's topic is, how do you get closer to standoffish friends? So this is like kind of, what's the laughter about?
Because I know.
Oh no, because you have some personal.
I do.
He's got a personal stake in this
I
conversation.
I do. A personal stake. I have. Yes, I've invested in this.
All right. Well, let's talk about that. Let's bring it to the table.
And so the topic is, how do you get closer to standoff people?
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
Okay.
You just don't allow them into your life. People who don't invest to get to know you, to spend time with you, make things work, or schedule you into their lives are not worth trying to fight for a connection or relationship that's not worth it. Mm-hmm. Why would you waste your time?
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I think, for me, I feel like a lot of people feel that they'll see like a group of friends or a group of guys that is just, they feel drawn to them. They feel like everybody wants to sit at the cool table, mm-hmm, right? Mm-hmm. And then sometimes the cool tables, those different groups that look cool, are nice. And they can be inviting, or they can at least tolerate you. But there's a certain level of...
I love being tolerated.
Right. There's a certain level that you get to where it's just like, okay, you've now hit a wall where they're not inviting you out to all of the different get-togethers. Like, everybody in the group, mm-hmm, and you're friendly with everybody in the group, mm-hmm, but they're not inviting you out to all the different things. There might be a different group chat or something that you just found out about.
Oh, that hurts.
That's shady, though.
Yeah. Have you ever dealt with that? Have you ever been on the fringes of a group that you kind of wanted to be included in?
I mean, like, yes and no. So my main group of friends here in Philly, the three of them live closer to each other, and they actually, they do volunteer work together. So sometimes, like, without even trying, I'll kind of be excluded, but that's mainly just because of distance, mm-hmm, and because, like, it would take me forever, and sometimes they just, like, want to spontaneously meet up, and they know how hard it is for me to get out there, yeah, and then to get back home. So, and I really don't think that they're, like, trying to exclude me. It just happens, and I don't, like, feel salty about it unless they have a group chat without me. Then I will feel salty. Mm-hmm. Then I will feel very salty. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, when it comes to standoffish friends, I like to give them a chance because you never know. Like my best friend Christina, she was the most standoffish person I've ever met in my life. But then we hated the same person. Instant friendship.
And just bonded.
Instant friendship.
Sometimes it's the things you dislike.
Oh, yeah.
That
Rage.
Bring you together.
And loathing really brings people together. But it's like, I feel like sometimes people are like in a place in their life, or they could even like have resting bitch face. They can be shy. If you've made countless efforts, though, like if you've tried multiple times and they've never reciprocated, then I think maybe that's the time to kind of, mm-hmm, you know, yeah, what? Let's just not be friends. We can be friendly, but how about we just don't be friends?
Just be cordial.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of currently dealing with that situation on some level. There's this group of guys that I currently kind of know, very friendly with a lot of them. But there's definitely a hierarchy, a little bit of a hierarchy, and it's like there's an inner circle that is almost that's like nigh impenetrable. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. And you feel like you're getting close, and then there are some moments where it's just like, okay, you really aren't feeling me all like that. Mm-hmm. And that can feel frustrating.
Like, what makes it seem like it's impenetrable? If I said that wrong, please don't come for me.
That was correct. What makes it? I mean, I think it's just like they just like know each other longer. There's just like a certain camaraderie that they have that, you know, it's very hard to like cross into that thing.
Are you friends with one person that's in that group, or are you friends with like some of them? I'm
like friendly with all of them. Yeah. And at this point I'm not upset, but I had to go through a point where I was just like, you know what? I've got my own friends and I don't need to try so hard to be a part of this group anymore.
Okay. Have you tried to like invite them to something you were hosting or something, or like hey, want to go out and da da da?
Yeah.
And no.
It was like crickets.
Rude. I think so.
Like,
honestly, the way that you're kind of describing it is like, I feel like sometimes me and like my my best friends from California, a lot of people kind of felt that way about us because we're super, super close and we have just like a friendship triangle that is like literally trying to scale a wall. And it's not like we do it on purpose. It's because there is that like deep history of like we like love each other unconditionally, and we are more than welcome to like, we're very welcoming to like new people in the group, but we have like so many inside jokes and we don't do it to be rude. But I definitely can see like how from the outside someone else can feel like the loner kind of thing, but at least I think it's important for like really close-knit friend groups to kind of recognize that, because especially Christina, my friend Christina, she will always just, when it's just the three of our usual triangle, but then someone else is like with us, she will definitely like go out of her way to like make that person feel welcome and like they're a part of the family. And I think that is something that not a lot of people do. Like you guys, people got to remember, like, don't try to like make your friends seem like an exclusive force that like people have to like break into. Yeah. Because that's like, how are you gonna make other friends? I mean, like, making friends as an adult sucks, but like, still, like, leave the door open.
It's harder when you're single and when you're partnered. It's like some people that are single may not want to include people that are together.
That's true.
They're like, what am I gonna do with two people that are a couple? I'm a single man out. But in my perspective, like, there's room for everybody.
Okay, I will just say though, I hated being
a third wheel.
It sucks. Yeah. It really does suck, because like, especially when like it's like all three of your friends, and then everyone has a couple, like a person.
But it's not like it's not like me and my partner like walking hand in hand all the time. We're not like all over each other when the person's there.
I mean, it doesn't matter if there's like, I'm just saying that when you are the only single person with a bunch of people who are in relationships, it does not feel great.
I kind of get it. I kind of felt that way recently when I went to a concert like 2 weeks ago, and like my friend, his boyfriend went, and then his friend, his boyfriend went, and I was just like bobbing to the music by myself. I was like, I wish I had like my partner there to hold.
Yeah, like, is that like, it's, like literally like you're like, no one's holding your hand, no one's like dancing with you.
You're like, and you're just good, huh?
You're right.
It's so awkward.
Yeah, like that's that. Oh my god, what is that TikTok song? Just you and me and us and your friend Steve. I'm always Steve. It's not fun.
Oh no, I know. It's tough. It's tough to be like the odd one out, and I feel like you said, those friend groups need to be more inclusive, or be a lot more cognizant of kind of including people. And I feel like a lot of times, at least with this particular group, it feels like there are a lot of assumptions made about people. When I first met some of these guys, it was very polite. It was very much like, you're here, but we probably don't have a whole lot in common, so I'm not really going to invest a whole lot.
Okay.
And so I feel like that kind of attitude needs to be checked. I feel like, the whole like just at face value. And I feel like, I mean, and I'll just be honest with this. I feel like it was because I was, a black guy kind of entering into this space. There it was. Some were white, some were other people of color, non-black, but.
So what am I, baby?
I like to say low-fat peanut butter.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, but I mean, I just felt like, there was immediately just like a judgment from the jump. I want to be careful when I'm saying this because I don't think that they're bad people, and I think that it was just like one of those, what do you call it, like unconscious bias kind of things, where the thought process is we probably just don't have a lot in common, so I'm not even going to, say, hey, can I get your number? Can we, let's meet up for lunch, let's, do all this. I had to do a lot of that work in order to get to a place where I'm a little bit more included within the group. But at the same time, there's still some walls that I have hit.
Is it the group or what they're involved in that's more appealing to you?
Well, what's more appealing to me?
Like, what, what makes you want to be friends with
I think
them?
Originally, because I was at a point where I didn't have any friends.
Oh.
I was at a, so when
so you were seeking a new friendship group.
I was seeking a new friendship group.
But it felt like they already had, like, their set and they weren't looking for another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we are complete the set.
Yeah, we already completed. We have enough pieces.
Yeah.
That's okay.
No, I don't think that's okay.
It's not okay, but it's sometimes it does happen. Like there's no more we have no more seats.
Yeah.
Like we're max capacity.
There are always enough seats in friendship.
For some people. For some people. For me, you and I probably not. The more the merrier. Some people are like, we have enough seats to fill. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like you're a nice person, but like this is just our thing that we have going on, which is up.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. It's almost like going back to our first episode of like standards. Some groups have their standards of people. It might be the way they look like. Like you might offset the dynamic of what we're presenting to public based on what people look like. You'd never see like a bunch of hot guys and one dude is like sticking out like a sore thumb. That's not.
I see that all the time.
Girl, where?
I don't think that you should pick your friends based on how pretty they are.
I don't do that.
I don't. Okay, here is my standard. If I need to be pretty in order to be included in your group, I don't want it. That's so rude.
When you go out to clubs and bars, you see like that group of guys who go in together. They almost all look alike. They're all beautiful.
Why would you want to penetrate that?
I would. They all probably each other. That's probably why they're all together in the first place.
Yeah.
Because it's just the way it is in our community like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But it's interesting because I feel like sometimes, I don't know, because I feel like my personal like friend group, I feel like we're all, pretty good looking guys.
Cocky.
But
honestly,
I don't think that I am exclusive. I don't think I exclude anybody based on looks.
No one's saying you are. I'm saying some people do that.
Yeah, I know some people do that, but I'm saying like I think sometimes we can. I feel like it's we have to be careful about like projecting that onto a group of people because it might have just been they all met at a sports club or something.
Or
a bathhouse.
I know bathhouse.
Sports club.
But like they all like play football together
or they
something.
all have like a deep dark secret, like they hit a body together.
They moited somebody.
They hit a body together.
I'm saying maybe they all play football together or something, and so you've got a group of like jocks that are hanging.
And
together.
you want to be a part of that?
Yes.
I'm
kidding.
Bunch of murdering jocks.
Murdering
Yeah,
jocks.
those jocks
That's a show.
definitely murdered someone. That's why they don't want to let anyone in.
Maybe it's your personality. Like they just see the pie person that you are, and they're just probably boring, and you'll just.
Well, yeah. I mean, I only brought up that story only to give an example of how that dynamic can show up. It's like you want to infiltrate a group. And that has been my personal story of just like, I see a group that I'm trying to be a part of, and there's a lot of work that goes into.
Does that make you feel insecure as a person? Like, why am I not picked to be in this group? Do you feel insecure about it?
I think I used to. I don't anymore.
I also think it's important just to kind of think about why you're feeling excluded, or why they are being exclusive about their friendship group, and do you actually want to be a part of that? Like if they're like a group who is very much about, I don't know, going to like the most expensive parties,
aesthetic,
yeah, and like very aesthetically pleasing, and like you don't like fit their brand kind of thing, like you don't want to be friends with someone like that.
No.
Or even if they, like, you could just be, like, a little too crazy for them. That's happened to me. Where I'm, like, I'm too...
She's a little loud.
Yes, exactly. Yes. No, I'm older. I get it. I'm a lot to deal with. I'm not the easiest friend to be friends with.
But you're a nice person.
I am a nice person. And like I get that. Like some people, they're just quieter. They enjoy like more nights in, and I like nights in too, but like, my personality just doesn't fit that group, and that's fine. Like, you know what, we'll still be friendly if we see each other and we happen to be doing like the same thing that we both like, we'll just see each other having like a brunch in the park or something. We'll just sit next to each other. That's fine. Like, you don't have to penetrate every single group that you find. Like we kind of say here on the podcast, like you have to find your circle. Yeah. And if you are feeling excluded from a circle, like right from the get-go, do you really even want to be
like dating.
a part of that?
Yeah. It's like dating friends, or is a relationship.
Yeah. Now, I mean, like, I think strategically, if you can get to a place where you're at least like friendly, that opens the doors to networking with other people that they know, and then maybe kind of finding kind of forming a circle outside of that circle.
I love how in adulthood, finding friends is networking.
It is. Because one person needs something from somebody else. Like, the way I see it now, like, if I meet new people, I want them to be consistent, funny, bring something to the table.
Yeah.
One hand washes the other. What's your trade? What are you good at that I can possibly need from this friendship?
I'm a great listener.
I love that.
I'm super funny.
Amazing.
I'm great at planning party themes.
What else?
Crafts. I'm awesome at crafts.
Awesome. We'll get back to you.
Okay. I got you.
Said we'll call you in like 2 to 3 business days.
Yeah.
I didn't make the cut.
Like, for me, it's like, oh, he's a chef. Wonderful. Food brings everyone together. But like, it's exhausting for me too, as like being a friend that cooks. I'm like, I'm more than just my skill.
Right.
But I think going back to your thing with like these people, it's like you have your circle. I've seen you on your social media with your your friends. Like, you always look so happy being with like your best friends, and that's
you guys do. You guys look so adorable.
Oh my!
Honestly,
you know what? That's
the pictures of them is just like the
it's
cutest
cute
trouble.
because I have my guy friends in the city. They're like my brothers, but we're not ever together. And sometimes, like, it with me, like, I have my guy friends, but we're always never together. I get them in little pieces because each one gives me something. I tried at once having a bunch of guys together in one place, did not work. It feels good when you're with them, one-on-one or two-on-two. When you bring them together, they're just not. The dynamic shifts.
I'm actually so scared because for my 30th birthday, like I told you, I want like all my friends from all ends of the country like coming to visit for my birthday.
No.
And I'm terrified for all of these friend groups to unite. I'm scared.
No.
I'm truly
They're
terrified.
like, oh, he's great. You'll love him. Or like, I can't fucking stand him. Like, it's true. Like, people, those all don't get along.
Because we all have like, I feel like we all have like those little different like friend groups for like each part of our personality.
Yeah. There's people that you like geeky with and joke around and whatever. There's people that you unveil your dark secrets to that they don't know. I keep my people separate for a reason because they all give me something individually.
I think that's normal.
I don't mean to keep them separate. It's just like distance. One of them is. Some of them are in California.
They all know each other. They all.
My friends don't know each other.
Oh, my friends are aware of each other. They know some know each other, but we don't all hang out at the same time. It's just too much.
Gosh, it's too much.
And we're all busy.
I mean, like my thing, like my friends, I can bring them all together and we can have a good time. But there are things that there are pieces of each other that we enjoy more when we're separated. So, I'll do different things with different people.
So your little throuple is honestly like so welcoming. I remember hanging out when it was me and Tyler and then your friends and then we like met at the what was it?
We met with
Second
Kevin
Street?
and Tariq.
Yeah. It was like the Second
Street Festival.
And like I thought that they were just so nice. You guys weren't like huddled up together and excluding me and Tyler from like your conversations. No. And it was a super easy
But see, and I feel
to,
like that's like the kind of energy you
need to bring that energy with your friend groups or else.
Especially if we're gonna like hang out with you for the day. Like we ran into you and we're just like, oh, like you know.
Listen, you can pick this hair out of any cloud. He just stands out and you're just like, there it is.
It's like such a bob.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
So for example, would your best friends that I see in your post, would you be like, now knowing who I am, like, oh, I think you should meet so and so?
Yeah.
I have a problem with like couples not inviting other couples to things, especially when like there's 3 couples in question. I'm one of the couples with my boyfriend, and then there's 2 more. And, like, they're all friends, know each other. I'm not really that close to them, but he is. Carlos is. And it's messed up that, like, we see them post them together at their house, at dinner, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why are we not invited to these things?
I was wondering, like, were they closer beforehand? Like, what I mean is, so were these 2 couples a couple before you? And
no,
we're
the OG couples first.
Oh, interesting.
So like the other 2 friends had just met their partners. In fact, one just got married like a few months ago out of nowhere, and then the other one we are close with, and he just met his partner like maybe a year or so.
Yeah.
So like Carlos and I have been together longest than the other 2 for sure.
Yeah.
It's like we're the oldest couple within the friend group. We all live within 25 minutes of each other. 15 in the city. So like why are we not invited?
I mean, like honestly, what could have happened is like, so like the original friends who like didn't have their partners, maybe like they got their partners and then their partners became like super good BFFs and that kind of brought them closer together. But then they didn't even realize that they were becoming their own unit and excluding someone else. I'm not trying to like vouch for them. I'm just saying that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
And they're doing the thing that me and Jerry just talked about, not inviting other people into that circle. And
we brought it up to the one couple.
Way too exclusive.
We brought it up to the one couple out to dinner a few weeks ago. Like, how come we were just like low key shady? We're like, oh, I saw you guys were together for the Miss Universe like pageant. Why were we invited? Whatever. And they're like, oh, we didn't know. Da da da. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of.
They didn't know what? What does that mean?
They didn't know you existed?
Right. Right.
Damn, that was shady. Sorry.
You didn't know you were interested, or
especially with Carlos, like he loves that stuff.
Yeah.
They know that
that's
he
like
loves
his
that
football.
stuff?
Okay. Is Miss Universe stuff.
And they know that he likes that.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of shady.
I'm like, you guys are all in tiaras and drinking cocktails. We live in the city. You guys should at least invite at least him. Me. I don't care. Like, invite him at least.
Yeah.
And the 3 of them were all friends before. They would all go to each other's house all the time, and you have cocktails.
Yeah, that's kind of
and
weird.
now they met partners, is like, oh, F your friend. And we're very inclusive. We invite anybody to our house, but no one comes to see us.
That's strange.
It is strange because I wanted more couple things to do with other couples.
Yeah.
Because it's a different dynamic too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's fun because like each couple is like, each one pair is the same as the other one. So it's like, oh, he does this and da, da, da. So it's fun to like banter. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like the fact that they just include him.
Yeah, okay. I kind of get what you're saying. So I was going to say this before where, you know, I feel like whenever you guys, like, friend groups are going to do something, I feel like there is, like, a core group within the group. Do you know what I mean? Like, the dates of this event solely depend on these, like, 3 people. Like, if so-and-so can't make it, oh, then we got to change the date. But then there'll be, like, the other people in the group when they're just like, oh, I can't actually make it on this date. Can we change? It's like, oop, no. We're doing it. Sorry, you can't make it, dude. And so I feel like they, like, kind of, like, removed, like, your partner from the core groups.
Yeah.
Somehow.
They're like, you guys were all single at one point together.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's my biggest fear.
like you guys, like, whether you're single or not, you guys should always be friends no matter what, and don't put your partners in front of your friendship.
But so here's the, I mean, like, have they grown past the friendship at all? I mean, like, is like, and I'm not saying what you're saying is bad or wrong.
The
or anything.
slow look that you just gave, it was like the slow head turn, the blink. No, keep going.
I caught it.
Ooh, the windows in here are steaming.
But I don't know. Like, okay, so here, like, honestly, and this kind of like ties into my next question is, and it's a question for me as well. Are they being jerks, or are you making too much?
No, they're being
not
jerks, not being like nice.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah. Well, that's not
we're
good.
there.
That's not good. But I mean, what do you think the answer is? I mean, the answer at that point is then to, like, find another.
Oh, I unfollowed his friend's partner.
Oh, okay.
I used to follow him on Instagram, and I was like, after hearing that, I'm like, that. Like, if I'm not gonna be invited into your life, then you have no view into mine.
Right.
Unfollow.
Right.
That's the way I am. I'll just cut them out.
Mm-hmm.
Simple.
Damn, and that is the hardest thing that you can do in this day and age.
Unfollow?
Unfollow someone. Mm-hmm. Ouch, that is
if I don't see it, I won't feel anything. My dad used to say, whatever the eyes don't see, the heart doesn't feel. And so it says, he says it sounds better in Spanish, but I don't know how to say it.
I mean, but you make a point, because that's the same way that I am. I don't ping, don't call me. I don't want to see your number on my phone. I don't want to see a notification. I don't want to see your screen name on my Instagram, on my list. I don't want to see none of that, because I have to maintain my peace.
And I've done that with people. I unfollowed and then when I felt like I was in a good place, I can refollow them back. And I've done that recently with people. I'm like, I think I'm in a good place where I can allow them to look back into my life and just forget past stuff.
Yeah, I actually think we kind of covered this on a past episode of, you know, friendship being a two-way street. And, you know, Jarrod, you absolutely, like, you love consistent communication, always getting back to someone. Like, I always hate turning you down, because for some reason I feel like it's bad luck. Whenever you invite me somewhere, or whenever I invite you somewhere, the other one is always busy. Yeah. But at least, like, we both still tried to, like, invite each other places, and we keep the friendship going. Even though, like, most of the time we have to, like, literally schedule a podcast to, like, talk to each other sometimes. But then there are those friends who just, like, are terrible at texting, and they, like, forget to talk to you. And like I said, like, my sometimes I have a lot of friends that are like that, but they are really good about saying, like, listen, I am honestly so sorry. I miss you so much. Life has been crazy. Can we do this, this, and this? Yeah. Like, I miss you. Like, I really miss spending time with you. And that, for one, that is an adult friendship. That is an adult friendship, because, like, we all have going on in our lives, and that's fine.
Day to day.
But if you are doing things, planning events, especially with, like, bigger groups of people, and you're not inviting someone who you call a friend, that's not okay. That's not that's not, like,
that's right. You're absolutely right.
Then you're not, like, it's fine when you're busy. It's fine even, like, when you only want to hang out with, like, this one person or, like, these just two people, because you haven't, like, hey, we haven't done like something with the original trio in forever. How about we do that? And that's fine. But if it's like consistently leaving someone out, you're being a dick.
Yeah.
You're being a dick.
And that's why I think it's like you need to kind of like, when we talk about infiltrating some of these groups, you need to balance that with, you know, are they being, or am I putting too much into too much stock into this situation? Because when I talk about like my situation, I don't think that they're necessarily being, not all the time, sometimes they are, but not all the time. And honestly, I think that there was a time where I was putting too much emphasis on needing to be included and needing to be a part of something and needing to, because I mean, it was a couple years ago where I did not have many friends.
Yeah.
And now that I've found people that I am actually very close with, I don't necessarily, like, it kind of balanced that out automatically for me.
But when you found I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep calling you guys a throuple.
A throuple, yeah, we're not a throuple.
That's hot.
No, so like when you guys, and I feel like when you guys found each other, it probably just happened naturally.
Yeah.
Did you like have to penetrate? Did you have to like push your way in there? I feel like anytime I try to say it, it's like it just sounds sturdy. But did you have to like try hard to be friends with them, or just like to like form the circle or like get into their circle?
No, it was just very easy.
Yeah,
it was very easy.
And I feel like you shouldn't have to like try to like break the hierarchy of a friendship to like
and I
to
think
feel
that
included.
Yeah, and I think that that's like the big takeaway.
Yeah.
It's like, if it's too much work, then that's probably a clue that it's not.
Yeah.
It's not good.
They're not your people. It doesn't mean you can't be friendly with them. It doesn't mean you can't like hang out and
like, don't unfollow them and call them like a bitch.
Right.
Yeah, that was you.
So?
I'm kidding. No, I'm f***ing with you. No, it wasn't. It
But
really
some
wasn't.
some people, in your case, sometimes you need to just be like, okay, like, talk to the hand. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? If you're in that kind of a situation.
But you know me, I'm always for honesty, and I will bring if it really is starting to hurt my feelings, I will bring it up. I'll say like, listen, I appreciate our friendship. I appreciate you, but this is how you're coming off, and I need you to be honest with me, because like I don't want to waste my energy or like my positive affirmations on this.
I feel like if I was close with my boyfriend's friend to say something, then I would. But we're not. We met a few times. He's a nice person. He's happy. Kumbaya. You're married. Fantastic. But like, don't leave out your friend that's been there since day one, since you were single.
So what I'm getting is that your friend is hurt, and your partner is more upset, and you are upset for him.
Yeah.
Or okay.
I'm very like.
That's actually so cute.
I would defend him because he's a really good person. That's the thing.
That is so sweet. I love it when people are like that, when they get mad at another person who like hurt their favorite person.
Well, look,
don't cry.
That's that loyalty.
Why is so cute?
Because and that's the thing.
That's so sweet.
And that's the change that people will do in your life, that you're like, oh, I care about this person. This person's making
See, that's what I want in a relationship. Someone who's like, oh, you hurt my girlfriend's feelings.
And it's happened.
Die.
And it's happened recently with another friend of his. I'm like, he was very out of line, and I'm like, I don't like the way you're treating him, and I will say something. I was like, I'm not Nancy Pelosi, I'm not the Speaker of the House, nor his keeper, but I will point out that what you're doing is fucked up. He's a good person. Don't treat him that way. Period.
Yeah.
It's between you two. But I'm going to say something on my behalf because he's my partner. I would defend him.
Yeah.
But I would not defend what's not defendable.
Yeah.
Period.
True.
Yeah. Do we have any like final lines of advice to the person?
When it came to me at first, when you asked me what I said is like, if people don't want to take the time to get to know you, invite you, then you find your own circle of people, find your new friends. Don't put that much effort. It's like dating.
Yeah.
Like, would you keep going after the same person? They're not giving you the time of day.
For real.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's a relationship, friendship.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No, I agree.
No, sorry. I finally got that that saying for couples when you're saying you ship them. I didn't know what that meant until now.
You just now got it.
I just now got it.
Okay.
Ouch. I went to college.
That ship has sailed.
The ship has
Damn.
The ship has sunk.
Because nobody even says that anymore, do they?
I do.
don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't feel right about that. Damn. That hurts.
Oh wow.
So honestly, my final advice, I'm probably just gonna repeat myself again, but when you already have like your core group of friends and you love your friends, I think it's fine just like to, you know, keep that closeness, but also just be open. You know, be open to new friends. Don't come off as standoffish, because it's really easy to do that, especially when you have a history. And if you find yourself trying to get into a circle, but they're making it hard and not including you, or just saying like, oh, like, let's call Jenna, I'm sure she would love this.
Yeah.
Or like, then why would you want to be a part of that? Like, if you are a secondhand thought, you don't deserve that. You deserve to be someone's first thought.
Absolutely.
Whether it's a relationship or a friendship.
Yeah.
I think it's natural to have a desire to kind of infiltrate a group that looks like the cool kids.
Yes,
Right? That's
yeah.
a natural thing. And if they are nice enough to let you sit with them, but they're not including you in all of the stuff, then I would say, you know, don't get mad at them for not completely including you.
Yeah.
Just kind of work your magic. Like, get to know who they know. You got to be strategic.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want a group of friends, you got to have
I'm
to.
guilty of this actually recently.
Yeah.
Because I have a friend of mine, and he's amazing, 15-year friendship. He has these great friends he talks about all the time, and they're couples usually. They do, like, they go hiking, they go pick flowers, they do these things. I'm like, I wish like I could join that fun group. They're always doing something cute. And I met a couple recently at the concert, because I went with him and his boyfriend and 2 couples, and I know from stories who they are. Cute couple too, as well, and they're very nice. And then I follow them on Instagram, and then I saw like them posting things like, "Oh, you guys are so cute," and no reply to nothing.
Oh wow.
Nothing. And I'm like, I get it. Like, this is your thing with him, and there's no more room at the table. I'm done trying to like put myself out there to like infiltrate that. No, and I know my place is.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I will say, I've actually had some success. Whenever I do want to kind of like form a friendship group, I'll just say it. I'll be like, hey,
We should be friends.
You.
Friends.
Right.
Undeniable.
And the thing
we
is,
would
like,
fucking kill
sometimes
it.
sometimes you have to extend yourself and be like, you know, hey, let's meet up for dinner. If you like, if you're trying to get into that group, invite one person out to dinner to try to get to know them on a deeper level. And sometimes it just won't pan out the way that you want it to.
If you really want to make friends and you like someone, you can just tell them, be like, straight up,
I like you.
You are f***ing awesome. Let's be best friends. Do you want to be best friends? It worked with you. Just saying.
Yeah. So, I think that's it for our episode today. And I want to thank you all for watching. And please give us a like, subscribe, share.
Hit that bell
do
for
all the
notifications.
things. Exactly. And until next time, if you have no one else, you got us.